Hey guys, today I'm doing my last half of my recommendations for my readathon. This is the last 4 challenges. I don't have as much as I did for the first half because the first half there was more variety for what you could really talk about and what you would read for them, whereas these ones are very niche. And yeah. So I'm going to start with the challenge for Zuko, which is to read a book with fire on the cover or fire in the title. So we have Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. This is the second book in the Hunger Games trilogy. Most people have read this, but it has fire in the title, so. Ooh. A Shadow Bright and Burning by Jessica Cluess. I forgot that this had fire on it. Yeah, this has fire on it. It is set in London in the 1800s, I believe. And it features a girl who thought she was a witch, but actually was a sorcerer. I know I've already recommended that one, but just thought I'd say it again. The Copper Gauntlet by Holly Black and Sandra Clare. This is the second book in the Magisterium series. I recommended the first book already, but this one has fire on it. And fire is really a central plot of this one specifically. Air Fire, of course, by Sarah J. Maas. Couldn't not recommend this one, but most people have read that series and up to that one. So, Fairest by Marissa Meyer. Fire, again, is a very central plot of this one. It has fire on the spine as well as around the portrait. We have The Fiery Heart by Rochelle Mead. Technically, this has fire in the title. Technically. Only problem with that one is you technically need to read a lot of books before you can get to that one. And the last book I have is Flamecaster by Cinda Williams-Chima. This is the first book in the companion series to the Seven Realms series. Technically, you can read this by itself without having to read the first series, but I recommend reading the first series first. Now we have a book with a weapon on the cover. There are a lot of books that I could recommend for this. Oh, actually, I lied. Of Fire and Stars. Definitely recommend that one for fire in the title. Of course. It's my new favorite book, so how could I not recommend it? So first, for weapon on the cover, we have Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. This is the fantasy book that's been compared to Game of Thrones. It's really all I knew going into it. There it is. And we have The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Sandra Clare. This is the first book in that series that I recommended earlier. This tiny, tiny dagger right there. And that's all I have for that challenge. All of the other books that I could have recommended, I either already recommended in the previous one, or just I didn't want to recommend more than one book in the same series. So, yeah. Next, we have the challenge of Azula, which is mental illness representation. We have Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. This is this has anxiety rep. And we have If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. This has PTSD technically, as well as anxiety, depression, and gender identity disorder technically, but that's not really a thing anymore. But this is a book about a trans main character. And lastly, again, I don't have much for this challenge. Mainly because I don't know many books on my shelves, at least, that have mental illness representation. Lastly, we have for the adult book challenge, Omens by Kelly Armstrong. I haven't read this. This will probably be my pick. So stay tuned for my TBR in a month. And Taylor Jenkins Reid. Literally any book by Taylor Jenkins Reid counts for this challenge. I really like Taylor Jenkins Reid. And you could read any book by her for this challenge. Victoria Schwab, V.E. Schwab, you can read anything by her, except, V.E. Schwab. You can't read anything by Victoria Schwab, yeah. Samantha Shannon. Yeah, that's all I have for that challenge. So tell me any more recommendations for these challenges down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!